Hello everyone, my name is Julie Head and I have been a member of Stowmarket Flower Club for about 15 years now. I am going to do a front-facing arrangement suitable for autumn, and hopefully I will be able to inspire some of you to do your own arrangements at home. I'm starting off with a pumpkin which I've levelled off the bottom so it doesn't wobble when you put it on the table. And I have put some Oasis in a smaller bowl which just fits nicely inside my pumpkin, and I have attached that with Oasis tape so that keeps it nicely in position. So first of all I'm going to start adding some bits of foliage and some twigs. This is a nice twisted hazel. You have to make sure you get that really firmly in the Oasis. You may need to wire it in, but I think that will hold in there firmly enough. So I will put my second placement in. And I'm just going to push another bit in the front just to follow the line through. Okay, now I'm going to add some foliage. I've got this really nice fern. Don't ask me the Latin name, but I will be placing that in. And then I'll again put some in around the front just so the line follows through. I've removed the bottom foliage so that it goes into the Oasis better. Okay, so now I am going to put some Fatsia leaves in, which are a nice broad leaf. These will then accentuate the focal area so that you really stands out with the main flowers in the arrangement. So here we have some Callicarpa. So they're lovely purple berries which will be a nice contrast with the rest of the flowers that I have, which are bright orange. So I'm going to just put a few placements of those in the arrangement. I should probably start with the outer buds first, but I like to get some of my main flowers in so that I know where I'm going to put everything else. So I've removed all the lower foliage on the stems of the flowers. That way they go into the Oasis nice and smoothly, and it's better, they don't deteriorate quite so quickly. Make your water smelly. So I'm really just creating a line. Okay, so now I'm going to put a few of my dahlias in, which is my other flower, lovely out of the garden. First time I've grown dahlias really in my garden, and I've been very pleased with them. That one's dropped, so never mind. I've also been given these lovely Alstroemeria from Anne Ross, which are growing in her garden at the moment. I think she's had a second flurry of them. Very useful for my arrangement. So I'm now creating a second line with these. Just shortly turn the arrangement around so you can see how we're progressing. So I'm going to put a few Nigella seed heads in, as they're in my garden, just to save a little bit of money. So I'm just going to dot these in now. That will give us a little bit of transition of size, because these are slightly smaller than some of the other heads of flowers that I've used. I also need to create a bit of width in my arrangement. Okay, I've also got some Chinese lanterns and some rose hips, which I'm going to place in, not sure yet. I've removed the foliage from the lanterns as well, as this doesn't keep very well. And I'm just going to group those down here, because they've got a nice little dangle. Okay. And now I've got all my foliage back up, which I'm going to fill in with, and I'm supposed to put it in before I put my flowers in, but I do like to do it afterwards, just so I know where I'm putting every flower, really. Probably the wrong way around, but anyway, that's me. Okay, I have some pieces of euonymus I'm going to put in the arrangement, and these have got a nice variegation with yellow tinge. I've also got some pieces of skimmia and some myrtle, which is another colour and smaller leaves, so just gives another variation in size, so we'll get that transition of size with the foliage. Okay, so I'm just going to fill in with the rest of my foliage now, filling in all the holes so we don't see any oasis, which can be a bit fiddly. So now I'm going to put a little bit of foliage in the back just to balance things out, make sure it isn't front heavy. So just going to use a few pieces of those bits of foliage I've got left over. So this is my autumn arrangement inside a pumpkin, and hopefully I've inspired you to do some flower arrangements with flowers and foliage out of your garden. Thank you.